Gusto TV BBN updates. And today's Friday. It's currently like 7:57, and the arena game is going on at the moment. I'm sorry we're very late. Not very late, but late a bit, late to an extent, but not very late. I mean, the game is just starting like right now, and the Eloswag is going first. So Big Brother gave them about 4 different tasks they were going to do, and he said this is going to happen under 8 minutes. So I believe 8 minutes for each person. So yeah, the first person is Eloswag. So yeah, the first game is just about you, like there's a picture on the table, and what the person has to do is like, there are like is it like wooden stuff or blocks? I don't even know what exactly they are called. So you just need to arrange it exactly the way it is on the table. Then after it, you move to the second part, something like a um um massage. I don't even know what, but it sure has something to do with like the whole spa thing. So Big Brother was asking them, "Oh, have you guys been to a spa before?" And all of the housemates said, "Yeah, they had, except Giddy Fire." Then the third one is puzzle. Big Brother wants to kill these people with puzzle, because clearly every time you give them puzzle to do, they fail it. But he keeps giving them puzzles over and over again. But then this time around, he gave them an option. He said if you're not able to get the puzzle, there's something at the end of the other, like the other side of the room on the table. You probably go do that one if you can't get the puzzle. And puzzles are very hard, like really hard. So I guess that's what her Eloswag wants to do. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah. So whatever Biggie was saying is like at the other end of the table is other end of the room, like on the table, is like clues to the puzzle. So you can probably like easily get it instead of stressing, because they're working on that 8 minutes for like 4 different games. You have to be time conscious. I think Eloswag is smart. He should be able to get it. It's probably somebody like, I'm not going to call names, that is going to go get to this puzzle part, and she's going to be stuck. Oh yeah, I already said she. You probably know who I'm talking about already. uh, I wonder how many minutes he has left. Eloswag is currently on the third um level of the game. Remember, it's four. First one is like arranging build blocks into like the picture, correct order in picture you are seeing in front of you. Then the second one, something that has to do with like a spa bed or something. Third one, puzzle. Fourth one we'll see when Eloswag gets to it. I wonder what Biggie's intention was when he actually like put a puzzle in this thing, because it's time consuming. He has about 3 minutes left. So I'm actually even wondering, the person that wins like this task, because obviously each housemate is going to have like 8 minutes to, get through like their turns of like performing the task and all of that. So obviously the winner has to be the person that worked with like the shortest timing and stuff. Do you get? So when the person wins, what next? Like, what's the person going to get? Is it more like extra pocket naira or something? This back and forth of going to go and get clue to go and fill in your puzzle box, you choke, because it's going to like take your time. We're going to be here for a while, because this game, hey. But then Big Brother also told them, like when he was, rules and regulations of the game, no loitering around, like when it's your turn to play game, you are moving from one place to one place. He said he didn't want that. He made it very clear to the housemate that he didn't want any of that. And please, so yeah, the housemate, like before they came out for this task, yeah, Big Brother asked them to go to like the what's it called, the shop where the storeroom. Yeah, it's called storeroom. Where Big Brother like drops stuff for them to like pick up and use for whatever they need, basically. So Big Brother he dropped like some sort of like robe, a white robe for all the housemates. And I'm wondering, like, what's the purpose of this robe though? Is it is Chichi's punishment for me. Chichi is at the arena game, play like doing serving her punishment. You know, Big Brother asked her to fill two notebooks with whatever statement. I think I will never destroy my fellow housemates' property. She's supposed to do this under 2 days. Two notebook. Do you know that the last time I saw anybody serve this kind of punishment was probably when I was in junior secondary or something? Because, bro, that is wild as fuck. How do you even give somebody that? Like, how did they even come up with that? So like at the point Chichi was exhausted this afternoon, she was crying, and I don't know, call me wicked or whatever. Actually, don't care, but I wasn't even feeling pity for her because you have something to do. So instead of complaining, why like that moment you're using to cry and complain and people are hurting you and telling you, oh, don't worry, you can do this, just do it, just do it. You don't need to be doing that. Why are you not just doing it? I mean, you think your tears is going to move Big Brother to tell you, okay, I forgive you, don't worry, don't do it again, or do just one. You know, like just do it and move past it, even though it's hard, but you press it upon yourself. Next time you try not to like bully your fellow housemates like that. I hope other people learn from this mistake too. But yeah, it's sad. I'm not a wicked person too, Sha, so I feel bad for her. But yeah, she has been at it because like 2 days now. 2 days actually very small. Like now that's a very short time frame because remember that in the house they have like other things to do. They probably have like tasks they're preparing for at the moment, rehearsals to do and all of that. So I feel bad for her. So yeah, she has just been at it. Like you barely see Chichi even talking today or engaging in unnecessary gossips and all of that. She has really been serious with her task. And it's better for her because imagine if she doesn't complete this thing within 2 days. That's extra punishment she's going to get from Biggie. Because it's almost like Biggie is out for these housemates this time around. Because I think they're riding on him. And they're actually riding on him. Let's take Amaka for example. Amaka, I feel, see, if anybody is getting on Biggie's nerves, it is Amaka. Because they can't keep telling you over and over and over and over again one thing to do. I don't even know if you're not smart or you forget all the time. So yeah, Eloswag's 8 minutes is up, and he didn't complete his task. He didn't finish, but he tried. It's not easy, and you see, it's that same puzzle thing that he got stuck in. It was. So they're supposed to write like the exact time they finished on the board, like right next to their name. Then Biggie's ninja is going to go through like what they've done so far, to check if they are correct and all of that. The feeling, like arranging the thing they've seen, the picture, like arranging the blocks, like following the picture they saw. He's going to make sure that it's correct in the correct order because there's black, there's red, and all of that. Then also making sure like the puzzle, like the letters are correct and all of that. So yeah, the next person to do her own now is Bella. See, you see this puzzle thing, yeah? It doesn't make sense. Like, I get that Big Brother is trying to be like creative and come up with like different games and all of that, but this puzzle thing doesn't make sense because look at Eloswag now getting stuck in like in the puzzle. Imagine if the puzzle was not there, he would have moved on fast. Puzzle is time consuming. You can't keep giving. I beg Big Brother should get sense. What's that? And obviously, you've seen that most of these housemates are not good with this puzzle thing. Like every time you bring puzzle to them, they get stuck. So yes, I was saying. So Amaka, she's literally like I don't even know if what she's doing it on purpose, but I don't think she's doing it on purpose. Amaka is being very careless. That's the word. She's being really careless because you can't be making one mistake over and over again, like, and then someone keeps correcting you over and over again. Obviously, you know that like there's a punishment that comes with microphone infringement, and Amaka has like this nasty habit of forgetting to like put on her mic, or her transmitter is off, or one thing or the other, and then Big Brother is like, at least in a day, Big Brother calls her name like so many times, Amaka, microphone infringement, like over and over again. And this babe never learns. like today, at some point today, Big Brother called her name once again, and he said microphone infringement. I told her that this is her last warning. So obviously, the next time, and that next time is tomorrow, I promise you, because it's not beyond Amaka. Like that next time is most definitely tomorrow. Amaka is going to do the same thing, and she's probably going to get a strike because Big Brother has already said final warning. Since day one though, final warning, finally, they what? And tomorrow she's probably going to get a strike over it. Hopefully when they give her strike, her head will calm down and she will have sense and stop making a mistake. She's not even the only person at fault for this. Even some other housemates too do it. But you see Amaka's zone is now way too constant. It's way too constant. Talking about Amaka self, hey God, I beg. You see, Amaka had a fight with Bryann last night after their pool party. And then I'm just like, when I was watching that whole thing, like that whole thing play out, I was just like, what's actually going on here? I might not be like Amaka's biggest fan, but when you just see, like sometimes like it's better to not shalaye, just shut up and save your neck, because sometimes when you say some certain things, like people don't get it some certain way, like probably the way you are trying to explain it to them, they're not understanding it like that. So yeah, they were, talking in the room last night after their pool party. Some people were drunk, some people were tipsy, meanwhile some people were good. And then somebody brought up the conversation of people that were always doing things for highlights. And everybody was dropping in their 2 cents, talking here and there. Then Amaka too decided to drop in her own 2 cents. She was also talking about how some things were not necessary to like fight over. That some people had the habit of fussing over unnecessary things and reacting and all of that. And then the next thing, Modella comes in and charges her and like, Amaka, you are guilty of this thing you just said now. And every housemate is like, oh, this noise you make when like they've just caught somebody in the act. So Amaka is like trying to defend herself and all of that. Daniela is on the side laughing. Bryann is attacking Amaka. So like the whole thing just goes from the beef being between, like the small little attack being between Amaka and Daniela, to getting like heated because I think Bryann he said Amaka is emotionally unintelligent, a word he's very used to using on housemates. You see, yeah, Bryann too has a problem because I don't know why you are always picking fights with ladies. And I've never seen Bryann fight with like his fellow guys in the house. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, please tell me if I'm wrong actually, but he avoids having like confrontations with them. And obviously he has said it before that when you are doing something he doesn't like, he will clear you and all of that. But I just feel like he purposely picks some women that he knows that, oh, once he says something, they are not going to react or come for him because he thinks he has one mouth and he's going to come for them. Oh, so this second level, there are four stages of this game. So the second one that I was saying is like a spa bed or something. I mean, like that's also what Big Brother called it. So basically, like I think the housemate just have to like climb through it. It's like a ladder on top, climb through it, climb down, then move on to like your level 3 where you do the whole puzzle thing. Is this puzzle thing that is going to choke? So yeah, Bella is currently at her puzzle stage. That's what she's trying to do. And as I was talking about Bryann, so yeah, Bryann, I think he likes to pick on people. So this whole thing yesterday that was just going on, I felt for Amaka because it just felt like she was literally on the spot. And it was not cool because imagine you being on the spot and then everybody's coming for you. I get that Amaka too is also like, she has a part, like she's going to be blamed because I don't even know how to explain it, but Amaka number one, like Amaka runs her mouth. She does not know when to shut up and when to talk, and she's always instigating. Like she will hear this one from this person and then the next thing another person is hearing about it. So like I think all these little things she does, her fellow housemates, they've noticed it and they have a problem with her regarding like this situation. And they were coming for her and all of that. I felt bad, but I just feel like the whole thing should not have been that serious. Like, let you go. But Bryann made such a big deal out of it, and he and Amaka ended up having such a serious fight. They were both very pissed, said a lot of things to each other, but see, they'll be fine. Tomorrow, Bryann or today, they will be fine. Eventually, they are going to get to fight. I beg. You see, what's her name? Bella is currently like struggling with this whole puzzle thing. You see this puzzle thing, I'm going to keep saying it until I get tired of saying it. It is a very bad idea. Very bad idea, because I doubt anybody's going to move past this stage, move on to like the fourth stage. You know, you'll be going back and forth to go and be checking words to be sure. Like, spelling might not even be your problem. You have to start finding why did Big Brother give these people rope? Is it sleep? Is it like a slumber party or something they are going for? Because I'm confused. What's the rope for? See me thinking like they had like a different like presentation to do or something that required the rope like as an accessory or something. But yeah, personally, yeah, I'm very good with stuff like this, like Scrabble and shit, you know. So if I was the one playing the game, I'm going to be done in like less than. Let me give myself like 2 minutes. I'll be done and I'll move past it. I want to see the person that is actually going to be like do this thing fast and move like this puzzle thing fast and move past it and move on to the next round, because I'm a moisturization ZATION. So yeah, she Bella currently has taken about 5 minutes, so she has about 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left, and it does not even seem like she's going to beat this game in less than 3 minutes. Like, I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. What's even this tune they're playing? Before Amaka left, I mean, like, everybody has had their opinions on this, but I want to talk about it because, see, I don't have a problem with Amaka, but Amaka needs to, like, start being more careful. She's a very careless person, like, legit, she's very careless because you are grown. You are how old? Like, you don't need to be told to do some certain things before you do it. It's wisdom. You don't even have to be too smart to know. So Amaka puts my meat pie inside the microwave and she puts it on for 20 minutes. That's where I have a problem with her, first of all. Because who is not oven? You're not warming a full ass plate of food that is frozen, because that's the only time you can put something in the microwave and put it for about 20 minutes and tell me, oh, you put it for 20 minutes, and I'm like, okay, reasonable enough. You want it to defrost and all of that. And she puts common meat pie for 20 minutes. Meat pie that has been baked already, you just want to like heat it up a bit and you're putting it for 20 minutes. Don't you think you don't have sense? Like, you to reason the matter, do you think you have sense like that? She puts it for 20 minutes. I'm like, who does that? Who the fuck does that? Like, do you have a problem? And you know, they eventually left. I don't even know if she forgot that she put on the microwave before leaving like the lounge to go outside. I don't know if she forgot or if she even knew. But then in the lounge, like, we see her just chilling. She outside. Outside. She was even tying towel. And then Big Brother kept asking like who put something in the microwave and stuff, and she was not even like moving. That has to show you that she probably did not remember. See, mistake happens, I get, but and then sometimes we expect like when you're done like microwaving something, your microwave will just like go off on its own and all of that, you know. But how, like, it's not like it's food or something, like see, like there's no justification to what Amaka did. And yeah, Big Brother called her out, you know. He shouted at her, and he even gave the whole like house punishments because of Amaka. Banned them from using the microwave for 1 week. Because he wants to burn Big Brother's house down. Which kind of mistake be that one? Bella has just concluded her game, and obviously she did not move on to like the last phase of the game. She was also stuck in the puzzle, same as Eloswag. And that's probably the same way all the whole other housemates will be stuck in the puzzle. See, this is a very bad idea. I will keep shouting, it is a bad idea. Even speaking of Bella self, so far you know that like we've not really seen any drama with Bella. You know her like attacking one housemate or the other. I mean, the only time she really comes for her housemate is probably when you come for her man. She will come for you. Oh, defense system. But yeah, that has not happened so far. But you know, we've seen her have issues with her man in question, Sheggz. You know, they've been having like beef here and there. At some point, like even Adekunle too was, you know, talking to I think he was talking to Diana about how Bella and Sheggz are always fighting. You know that Big Brother just called Bryann, and this guy was actually Bryann was dozing off. Bryann was already dozing off, and he's the next person they call. You should have seen the way he jerked up. I can't even expect too much of anybody in this game. You see, when they just get to that puzzle part, I think that's the end. That's the end of the game. As I was saying about Bella and Sheggz, so, you know, Adekunle was now gisting with Diana. I don't even know if that is gisting or gossiping.
Your microphone.
Why Big Brother asked Bryann to remove his microphone, and I'm wondering why do they have to remove microphone? So yeah, so I was saying, Adekunle was, you know, I don't know if that thing is called gisting or gossiping with Diana. I mean, like everybody in the house talks about other people, but you know, there are just some certain things like you don't have to say because like it really doesn't concern you. So he was talking about how, you know, Bella and Sheggz are always fighting. Like most time in their relationship, they are probably like trying to settle a quarrel instead of really enjoying each other. That the only time you see them lovey-dovey is, you know, when they're in front of people, basically trying to show off. Um, Personally, I don't think that's gisting. I think that's gossiping because it's not your business. It's not your relationship. And you know, like how like several housemates have attacked Adekunle because they think he runs his mouth too much. You know, always in people's businesses and dishing out opinions and talking behind their backs or like things that don't concern him and stuff. And to an extent, I support them because like Adekunle does that a lot from my observation, from what I've seen, and he really needs to stop. So like that whole, I'm it's not like I have a problem with Bella and Sheggz, but like, you know, I'm not a fan of their relationship because like that shit is screaming toxicity. If you get what I'm saying, like if you're on the same page with me, so I'm not a fan. Like I've never been a fan because it's too much. I mean, like sometimes it's cute and all of that, but please, I beg. But then aside, like truly, you see these people, they are always fighting. They are always fighting. Which day was that? Was it not day before yesterday that we saw Bella crying in the toilet because of Sheggz? Why are you making this young girl cry all the time, guy? And then again, after the pool party, they had another fight. I know the crazy part is that their fights are always very unnecessary. Like there are things that should not even phase you. Like things you shouldn't even be worried about that they are fighting over. It could literally be like one statement, like one person said this, or one person said no, or one person said yes, and then the other person is having a problem with it. All this, like you're not even married and you're having this kind of, okay, may you not even be married and be having this kind of unnecessary fights in Jesus' name. So yeah, you know, Bella confront. I think it's confrontation. She confronted Sheggz on how, you know, after the pool party, he went to bed. Like they didn't even get to like talk and all of that. Then she came to the bed, and Sheggz like moved. Why do you have a problem with somebody moving? Like he's sleeping. He's not awake. He's sleeping. So obviously, like when people sleep and they are turning like left, right, they don't know what they are doing. So, you know, that's what she said, that he turned to the other side, and then she left. She didn't like pay much attention to it at the moment, but then she brought it up, so obviously she's pained over it. But then she said that she was like, and that I was always checking in on you, I was always covering you and making sure you were breathing. And I'm like, do you want him to die before? Which one is making sure he was? Does he have? I don't understand. Does he have like heart disorder or something, or is he asthmatic or something? I don't know. Which one is it? You were always checking up on him at night to make sure he was breathing. I was like, ha, eh, okay, cool. I'm learning new things in relationship. Fine. Then she said that she was looking out for him throughout the night, and he's like, here, babe, I know it's okay, it's cool. This one, that one. And then she's like that where she now has a problem is the fact that he woke up the next morning and he was giving her attitude. And he's like, oh, he wasn't giving her attitude, that he went to bed early because first of all he was drunk, and then she's very judgmental. He said that to her. I mean, like, if you ask my man and tell me I'm very judgmental, I'll be pained. And obviously Bella was pained. So he thought that she was very judgmental, and she was probably going to start judging him over the fact that he like drank a lot yesterday. That's why he just went to bed in peace, jeje, so that trouble will not arise. But trouble still came. And then he was trying to explain himself, and then Bella wasn't having. She's like, which one is I'm very judgmental and all of that. And he kept going on about how babe, don't you see, it's always how in every fight or in every conversation they're having, like, he's always going to add the whole, babe, don't you trust me, like, it's for life, it's both of us together, are we not in this together, we are riding together. Basically, yeah, is reassurance. But Sheggz coming from Sheggz, like, I don't see it as reassurance again, I promise you. It is exhausting. It is exhausting. So yeah, he was going, like, basically reassuring her, going on and on and on, and like talking plenty. And Bella was also trying to, you get when you are trying to like defend yourself out of what somebody has said. And eventually they had to end their whole back and forth when Sheggz hugged her, and she had to like move past it. But see, these people are always having unnecessary fight. Like, oh god, it is tiring. Like, why you almost so her problem was the fact that he was giving her attitude in the morning, and he was trying to explain that he wasn't giving her attitude. But that's their business. Whether they want to fight every day, that's their problem. Then moving on, let's I want to dissect this Daniela and Dotun matter, because yesterday night when I was watching, at some point when I was watching Big Brother and I was seeing Daniela and Dotun in my face, I was like, what's actually going on here? I mean, I've said it before in like one of our previous lives that they were getting closer after they were like put in the same house, and they kind of had like a good friendship going on basically, and they were always together, where you see Daniela, where you see Dotun. But at this point it's becoming too much. So yeah, I remember a part where Daniela told Dotun that she wasn't moving that way, whatever way he was moving, because Dotun was really coming off strong. When a man is putting in the energy and the effort, he was really coming off strong. And yeah, she told him that she was not really moving that way because she had something with Khalid, and she likes Khalid, and she hopes that when they leave the house they will continue their relationship from where they stopped. So she's not ready to like do whatever with him, be in a situationship with him. And Dotun was like, okay, cool. He accepted it, like he took the L well, because that's L. He took it well. But I think Daniela is a sucker for attention. You see, your guy Bryann has started the game. Bryann has gotten to the puzzle. See, Bryann is the last person I expect to pass this puzzle stage, because explain to me why you are not smart enough to pour. The whole puzzle, this thing is like in a bucket. So like a smart person, first thing that comes to your mind is, oh, let me pour it and like start looking for the letters. Why are you putting your hand and rummaging through like the bucket? What's that? You're probably you will die there. You will get stuck forever. Just put the thing. Like, look at now. He has 6 minutes and he has not even gone anywhere. He's very. Anyways, it doesn't even matter, because like all of them, the same thing. They failed. Did not pass because they're all stuck in the same place. And it's still that 8 minutes that will reach for you to stop. Oh yeah, it's now he knows he's going to go back to go and consult like the book that has like the whole puzzle thing for clarification or whatever. Big Brother specifically said, said no running around in the arena area or arena game area, whatever it is called. But Amaka no dey hear what. Big baby Bree. So yes, as I was talking about Daniela and Dotun. So Dotun like took his L as a king that he is, and he backed off. Like you could see him being on his own ball. Daniela is probably like a sucker for attention, so she kept going back. She still goes to like have conversations with him. We even see the part where she's sitting across his laps, and I'm like, you know what this means. Like, you obviously know that you are giving him signs, and he's going to take that and play with it. Wherever both of you find yourself, fine and good. So you can't say this thing, like say you're not moving this way, and because you want to respect your relationship with Khalid, because you think something is going to happen outside the house, and then suddenly you are going back to the same person you told the same thing. Like, are you confused? And Bryan's time has ended 8 minutes, and see, he was still stuck in the same place. Like, all these housemates are going to be stuck in the same puzzle thing. No? They are going to be stuck in the puzzle thing. So I'm like, okay, see, if you want to explore, yeah, with Daniela, feel free to explore. Like, Khalid is not even married to you. But then we also see that, when ever since the housemates have been merged together, Daniela has been like more comfy. She's getting to like vibe with people, and I don't know if the word is she's everywhere. I wouldn't exactly say she's everywhere because that's rude to say, but she has been really out there in our faces, unlike when she was with Khalid. So I want to believe that some other people consider this as her being more comfortable in her situationship. It's not a relation, in her situationship with him, unlike with Khalid, where she had to like watch what she says, watch how she behaves, because she didn't want to like come up a certain way to him, like towards him, because Khalid was very reserved. So I think that I don't even know if that's what's going on in her head, but I think Daniela needs to understand. Like, she needs to know what she's doing. You can't be saying this and then doing another thing. It's exhausting. So yeah, Daniela is currently at it, and remember she has 8 minutes. She's 8 minutes, and I'm going to say it again. She's still going to get stuck in this puzzle thing. You see, except well, it's too late because I would have said except Big Brother, Big Brother will tell them like to leave the puzzle part, and everybody will restart again, and because that thing is, they can't move, they can't. I don't even know what the last problem is. Even ordinary short hair, you will still move it to your front, to your forehead. I need to actually see what her head is. That'll be what she's hiding in that forehead. Is it that it's too large, or that her hair is starting from the center or something? I don't even know. But I'm just coming up with stupid games. As creative as it may be, I beg, they are very, very weird. Are you looking at you? Are you looking at? Are you not seeing the picture in front of you that you're asking Ninja? There's a picture in front of you for reference now. She probably made a mistake somewhere. Ha! Modella, your mates, like other people did not get stuck in this rearranging this block, this wooden thing, to the picture that they put in front of them. Other people did this thing and moved past it, but Modella is there. But when it's time to come for somebody, you will see her. She will charge like a bull and attack you. The way she was attacking Amaka yesterday night, it felt like she had malicious intent towards that girl. I remember she put her up for eviction on Sunday, and she's the only housemate from like the whole of former level 2 housemates that puts up somebody from her own house up for eviction. And I'm just like, what did this babe actually do to you? Like, there has to be something she must have done to you, because it is as clear as daylight that Modella does not like Amaka. She still failed it again. Ha! Now wow. Oh, apparently like there's one block that she's not seeing, and it's behind like the others, so she can't see it. The ninja should tell her now. This thing they are doing in this game, I wonder who is now going to win. Is it there's something people, is it idolo abi whatever it is, I don't know the pronunciation, but is it you people's idolo Hermes? Oh god, please. Hey Daniela, embarrass me. You what are you even good at? Like I wonder how many minutes she has taken now doing this. Daniela abi modella. What's this girl doing? She should, somebody should point it out to her now, because like she's going to keep doing rubbish. Off. I wish somebody could just like point it to her, because she's going to get stuck in this, in the first task they're supposed to do. Ah, God. You know this babe has rearranged this thing like about four times or three times now, and she keeps not getting it, because there is one she's missing. It's like right in front of like the other blocks, so she can't see it. And there's a picture for reference here, but I don't know. She should count the red and see that it is not complete, and she's just here rearranging rubbish. Ah, God! Finally, she has seen it. She has seen it, but she still failed it. Did she get it now? There, oh God, I don't even know why I keep calling this Modella girl Daniela. Oh my God, because both of them have Ella in their names together. Oh my God, that sounded like a rhyme. You know, both of them have Ella together in their names. Oops. So yeah, Modella is doing rubbish. She should scatter this whole thing and redo it now. You're going to spend 8 minutes doing one thing. Now wow. Every other person every other person is struggling in. Uh, at this point here, if I was Modella, I'll give up. They should show us how many minutes she has left safe. Guy, almost like, yeah, it's basically 7 minutes doing one thing. 7 minutes doing one thing. Look how slow you are. Almost small thing used to vex me. I best get carry herself out of my face. Hey! Modella, what's your problem? Guy, give up, drop it and get out. It's almost 8 minutes already, and you've been stuck in one thing since. Since. This was literally like the easiest thing for anybody to do. She's clapping for herself. Shame. Groovy is next. He's not drinking water for inspiration or something. Yeah, some of them are looking like these people that used to go and do Mortal Kombat in this their white apron. Should be called apron. This game is like we are here for a while. This game, and then like I'm annoyed because it's actually boring me the fuck out because who even came up with all these games? I hope her what's this guy's name? No, no, Groovy. It's like I'm gonna Groovy fast now. I hope Groovy gets it. But yeah, people I'm going to be rooting for in this game, people I feel like they will most likely not disappoint me when they probably get to that puzzle part, because you know that's the part that everybody's getting stuck in. Daniela, I think she's good with puzzles. Who else? Daniela, Hermes, yeah, maybe Adekunle, maybe. Then who else? Who else? Then maybe Giddy Fire or Chelsea. I don't even know. You see this sound they are even playing over this game. I don't even know if it's it that's even adding to my vex the more because I'm exhausted. Like it's in this house, like this game is annoying me. I will not even lie. It is annoying me. It is so boring. Thank God though. Groovy got it. Not that rubbish Modella was doing. But I don't get, like, is it not better like they are told them, okay, look for this particular word. Is it not better they are told them like, look for this particular word or something, instead of asking them to like fill the whole puzzle, like find the whole letters to fill up the whole, because it's actually a lot if we are being honest, and you don't expect somebody to do that thing under how many minutes? It does not make sense. Hey, Groovy too has sense. At least he's able to like pour it down to start looking for the letters, unlike some people like Bryann. You see that Bryann, when he reach time to think with his head, he will not think. But when it's time to attack woman, you see him full force. He will come for you. This Groovy is such a sweet boy. He's growing on me. the same way his relationship with Phyna is nah. You know I was going to say the same way his relationship with Phyna is growing on me, but that's a lie. That relationship can never grow on me. I'm not a hater, but I don't find it cute. I mean, so far, Groovy has said from the onset that he's not really feeling Phyna like that. Whatever, however sweet or nice he's being to her now, is not even going to change anything for me. But yeah, like the boy generally, he's a very sweet boy. He's a very sweet boy. See, you guys, this game is going to it's going to take a very long while. So what we're going to do here is probably like just like let you know who eventually won and stuff, because if we leave it like this life will go on for so long. But I will be back like soon, whenever, I don't know, later, some other time. I'm gonna see you guys. Bye.